Hey, so I'm gonna address some questions and general comments I've been receiving since posting my video coming out as Undocumented. This video does not in any way represent legal advice. Why not just take the citizenship test or get in line? The truth of the matter is there's basically just three ways of you attaining permanent residency. One, you're highly trained in a skill that is of high demand in the US. Two, you're escaping political persecution, for example Cubans getting political asylum. Or three, you have parents or children here that can petition for your residency. It's important to note that I'm saying permanent residency. You have to be a resident for at least 5 years before applying for citizenship. And this so-called line is just not an option for most undocumented immigrants. If this line existed, trust me, they'd be in it. Julian, in your video you just told everyone that you're undocumented. If someone from the government sees this, can't they just have you deported? This was a question, or in some cases a bit of a taunt, that I got from a lot of people in the comments. Some being concerned for me, and others just thinking I'm really dumb for announcing that I'm undocumented. A law was recently passed called Deferred Action for Childhood Arrivals. Under those guidelines, which I fall under, I cannot be deported. I actually just sent my application for deferred action today, and I'm going to be talking more about this topic in another video, but the basics of the law are that if my application is accepted, then I'll be granted permission to seek employment, and this can be renewed every 2 years. Deferred action is a big step towards the DREAM Act, but it is not the DREAM Act. All undocumented immigrants are criminals, right? Well, actually, technically no. Coming here as undocumented, for example, by overstaying your visa, is considered not a crime, but a civil offense. This means the punishment is deportation, not imprisonment. However, laws like SB 1070 in Arizona and a copycat law in Alabama are trying to criminalize immigration. Undocumented immigrants don't pay any taxes, yet they reap all the benefits of social programs from the government. Not only is this untrue, but it doesn't make any sense. At the most basic level, undocumented immigrants buy things, so they pay sales taxes. Undocumented immigrants own houses, or they rent a house or an apartment, which means they pay property taxes, which is a huge chunk, by the way, of public school funding. And undocumented immigrants even pay income taxes. The Social Security Administration estimates that 3/4 of undocumented immigrants pay taxes, including paying into Social Security and Medicare, which are benefits that they cannot attain. This means undocumented immigrants are paying taxes for things they won't even be able to claim. Yeah, well, how about anchor babies? The term anchor baby refers to the issue some people bring up of people coming to the US, having a child, and then using that child to attain citizenship for themselves. It's true, if you're born in the US just as anyone else, you're naturalized a US citizen, but that child can't petition for their parents' residency until they're 21. Many families have been separated because undocumented parents were deported despite their children being US citizens. It's unreasonable to say that people come here to have children just so that they can start their citizenship process 2 decades later. According to a study done by Pew Hispanic Center, the number of children born to undocumented parents in 2009 was 350,000, or about 8% of US births. Undocumented Americans aren't having children for any other reason than anyone else in the United States. They're settling in and starting a family. The last misconception that I want to address is that people seem to think that all undocumented immigrants are Latino, and that is just not true. I assure you there are people from all over the world, from England, from Germany, from Nigeria, etc., that are here, that are undocumented, and they're being ignored in the national conversation of immigration. This is only scratching the surface of the topic. If you have any more questions about immigration, please leave them in the comments below, and I will answer them in a future video. Also, please check out the links in the description for more information, and I usually don't ask this, but if you found this video informative, please share it on Twitter and Facebook, because one of the main goals of Equality for the Win's immigration campaign is to educate people about immigration, because it's a topic that not many people know about. Don't forget to leave a video response answering the question, why do you vote? Or if you can't vote, why would you vote? In 1 or 2 sentences to be featured in a future video. Stay informed and stay awesome. Lauren, I'll see you on Thursday.